Hi everyone, welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So, hold on. I had something I had something happening that I wanted to address. Um Before I do my homework. So, I had to call my bank and get pretty much some refunds. It always occurs like that when people want to take advantage of your money. And it wasn't large amount. It was $16 for grandees, and it was $20 for Frontier Airlines. But I managed to get a dispute going. So pretty much I was just scrolling down and I was like, do 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 do. Oh my God. There are two transactions that I either didn't pay for or it was overpayment. So I sat up there and do you remember that morning I said that Frontier Airlines actually I overpaid for Frontier Airlines? I totally forgot about that scenario. I sat up there and was charged 20 extra dollars. I was charged $14, $79, and $20 for three different type of transactions. And I was like, oh hell no. I'm not going to sit up there and have to pay an additional $20 for to see a flight attendant when I had to pay an additional $20, which equals $79 to see a flight attendant. I told them, they ignored me. They said it would be more. And so I was like, no, I'm not doing this. So take that off. And the polite, nice woman from USAA, she took it off. Then there was a charge on my account for $16.49. Remember when I was telling y'all when I came from graduation, I went by this place? Well, child, I had to look it up. It's called Grandy's. It's a Texas-based restaurant. And there was this Cuban black boy. Could have been black, could have been Cuban and black, because there's a lot of Cubans and immigrants around there. He sat up there and he swiped my card twice. He swiped my card twice. And I was like, at first, I seen him when he did it out of the corner of my eye when he did it the first time. But when he did it the second time, I was like, what's going on? And then he comes back to the booth, the drive-through, and he's like, ma'am, there's something going on with your card. Do you want me to try to swipe it a third time? What? My mom was like, hell nah. But I was like, no, that's okay. He knew I was hungry. So I look on my account today and there's a charge. There's a charge. There's a one-time charge. Had I they have to swipe it 3 times. So I contacted myself via email the FBI to submit a tip because I'm not playing that. What if another person come through that drive through, and how many people have he done this to? So to get back to the point, swipe my card and it didn't go through twice. And you really think I'm gonna allow you to do it the third time so you can get a new card off of my card? I am sick and tired of these scams. I'm sick and tired. If you want money, go make it. If you want money, go make it. So after I went to Jack in a Box and I asked him blatantly, I said, is this going to be a type of scenario where I have to swipe my card 3 times? He's like, no. Another Cuban African American guy. They run deep down there. And so I called the police, the Mesquite police too. And I told them what happened. And they probably don't know much about it, you know, skimming and stuff, because they get these skimmers that can record your account. The first swipe goes to somebody. The second swipe records your card and your PIN or whatever, however they do it. The third swipe seals the deal. It happened to me in Walmart in Ketchikan, Alaska, in the Walmart in Renton, Washington. I sat up there and literally swiped my card 3 times and my card got shut down. Shut down. So I contacted the FBI twice about that. I did not contact the FBI about the Renton issue, but I did contact the FBI about the other one, which was the Ketchikan, Alaska. As soon as he tried to swipe my card, you know, these scams out here. I'm tired of it. They're taking, you know, advantage of elderly. They taking advantage of people. I was driving a 2024 BMW, and they take advantage of those people too. When is enough enough? The FBI can only do so much. The CIA can only do so much. The police only can do so much. But if you start vouching for what you believe in and what's the truth, you'll have justice. I am so sick and tired of them doing this. It's just sad. It's very sad that you have to be that careful. And I'm about to write the president, the former president of the United States, and tell them that there's a deep problem with skimming still. He was that bold. He looked at me with a straight face and said it didn't go through. He looked at me with a straight face and said, I'm not going for that shit. I was looking at him with a straight face too, saying, I'm not stupid. I would have been stranded in Texas. If my card would have deactivated, I would have been stranded in Texas. You know, the smart thing that I should have done, was sit up there and put all my money except a little small amount into my savings. So they couldn't see, because they can see, some places can see how much money you have in your account when they swipe that crap. And it even came on the news. Nationwide news, regional news, and local news about skimming. I did charge up my device while I was at the airport, but nothing seems to, what is it, alert me about my computer right now. But it's just sad, man. It's just sad that you have to go through all this stuff. And then on the flip side, I got my COVID and my flu shot. This arm hurt. I got another shot in this arm. So both arms are hurting right now. Not to the point I'm like, it hurts, but it's sore. So, yeah, it's sore. It's sore. And what else happened? That's basically it, man. That's basically it. It's sad to know that you have to do those types of things. A man got robbed. They pretended to be a organization or some sort of maintenance crew, and he at first he didn't let him in, and then he let him in, and he got shot, and his wife got tied up, and um they showed she ran to go call the police once she got out of the tie, or they found her somehow, some way. It's a really sad thing, man. It's a really sad thing when people want to take advantage of you. When people want to take advantage of you and sit up there and take your hard-earned money. I may not have been an A student in the military, but they worked the crap out of me. They worked me. And some people go to basic training and don't even get to go fully through with basic training. They get kicked out of basic training. They get recycled. A lot of stuff happen where they don't get their GI Bill and any of that. So like I said before, I work hard for my money. I get on here and try to do what I call a job. Put out vital information for everyone so that they can learn from my mistakes. But I didn't make no mistakes. He swiped it purposefully twice. I mean, I was so hungry. That food was looking bomb. And he took advantage of that. And I'm sick of all races, you know, sitting up there having to go through this with people that are swiping and skimming people cards like myself. I would have been stranded. I would have had to be out in a shelter, literally, because that cancels your card. Or they would have made a new card and would have been using my card, all gobble up my money. Six may have checked in I checked in at 5:35 or 5:30, but they checked in my car or the car at 7:30 p.m. I got my deposit back. I'm happy about that. You know, as long as because I know I didn't do no damage to the car. I went in the toll highways and everything. I paid for toll highways, mileage, and it was unlimited going through the tolls. You can't tell whether it's a toll. You can tell. Like it used to be so traditional. I miss the traditional way. I don't know if they still got it in PA. They probably do. But you you just got 20 little booths in New Jersey, between New Jersey and PA. What part of PA? Easton, PA, or Bethlehem. Between Bethlehem, PA, and Williamsburg, New Jersey, they have this. You go through the toll, you have to pay. In Nashville too, at the airport. But you 20 booths, you drive up to one. Now it ain't all in all the booths, but 20 booths, you drive up to one, you pay your $5 or $10, and you go through. But nowadays it's different. They got the cameras, one camera going this way, another going this way, and a big light. And I'm like, I don't want no tickets. And you don't know when you're on a toll booth in Texas. Texas is big, it's crap. I don't need to sit up there and go through all of Texas to tell you it is big as crap. Seattle is big too, but Texas is more spacier. Spacier. It's one of the largest, one of like California is large, then probably comes Texas. You know, I think PA is one too. It takes 10 hours to drive through all of PA. And so, yeah, I, to drive through Texas was kind of nerve wracking. They had 7, 8 lanes, just like they have here. I'm not doing that, but I seen a crash, a rear end crash. I seen a truck. It is so crazy there. I seen a truck that got broke down in the middle of a 7-lane highway. I'm glad I was in the right section. And then on the way back to the airport, I sat up there and I was driving and it was night. I hate driving at night. And I left my freaking glasses in Texas. But I was driving at night and I got one more pair. And they said, take this exit. They was like, take this exit. And I was like, okay. But I'm way on the left side, so I couldn't take that exit. But the highway, the way the BMW route you, it's pretty accurate, but at the same time, it's different than a traditional Google GPS. It's totally different. The older it is, the more difficult it is to see exactly how to get to that destination. So it told me to take the toll 30 East or something, or George Washington, not George Washington, George Bush Turnpike. It wanted me to go a certain way, and then it changed. I kept straight for some reason because I hate when they do this. The GPSs need to be more accurate. Both Google, the maps, regular Apple maps, and the BMW maps. Because sometimes when you're on a highway that splits, the right lane going somewhere and the left lane going somewhere, you have a curve that say keep straight on this road, or it turns into another road and it's a little curve, and you thinking you're getting off. Like in Charlotte, it would be very easy. Probably not no more. I haven't been there in almost, I'm 40, 25 years. 25 years I haven't been there. And so they were talking about building subway systems and everything in Charlotte. I remember when they built the first bus system. Like, anyway, Texas is huge. I went on this ramp when I went through Dallas. I went through Dallas because I had to go through Dallas to get to Mesquite, which is 20 minutes away from Garland. I chose to go further out, which took me 60 minutes to get to. It took me an hour to get to Mesquite, Texas, because it was so much traffic. It was splitting and going straight. And it was a bridge, sort of like the Seattle Bridge that is under above water. So I sat up there and what happened? I went past that, and their instructions on how to get around is just so spacey. It's so spacey. The speed limit, that's why they have the speed limit to be 70 miles per hour. Some places, which is, it boggles my mind, is 80 miles per hour, like in Pennsylvania. In the rural area, it's like 80 miles per hour. So what happens if it snows? Which I learned my lesson. I didn't crash, but I we had, it was like 4 feet worth of snow at the house we were renting. 4 to 4.5 feet. We had to get the snow plower, and they almost got stuck. They just had to clear the driveway out for us. And You can't even go outside like walking. Oh, I got to get that coppin shirt again. But my dream goal, let me tell you my dream goal, is to finish opening up a wig shop, learn more about wigs, even though I have one, to learn more about wigs, right? So I can know which distributors to go to. Now, this is hard and it's competitive because if you don't know people and know how to speak their language or know about the ways to go around, because in Williamsburg, New Jersey, this guy had it all. I even asked him, can I work with him to get some of his wigs? Because my wigs used to look banging. I mean, they still do, but it used to be so cute, those hairstyles, and it used to be good quality wigs. You had your cheap, he had his cheap ones. I had my cheap ones too when I had genuinely Michelle wigs. But he also had really good quality. He had U parts and all that great stuff. He was African. But yeah, man, they sat up there and skimmed my card. Tried to, at least. And yeah. So let me get started with my homework though. I have two discussions to do, and give me a second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I got 10 more days. Yes, I got 10 more days left for class. Doobie doobie doo. Doo doo. We're on week 5. Doo 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 doo. Doobie doobie doo. I'm gonna create a free account next time. Hello? Hello? Oh, Lord. More BS. Okay. Hold on, let me let y'all see what I'm doing. What just happened? I don't want to have to give you up, computer. You must be used to spending all that cheap wine. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Go back, go back. Oh, let me write this down before I forget. I'm not copying and pasting. What I'm doing is I'm copying and pasting, but I'm writing it in my own words. I want to have it the same way it is. Hello? Yes. Yeah, it's that yeah, I basically wanted to make a mini report or a report or talk about it so the next person that goes to the brandy store would not be duped. I had an incident back in 2020 that happened to me that I sat up there and swiped my card and 3 times and it got shut down. And I had to call the FBI and the police about that. And it almost happened again in Seattle. And so they started putting it on the national news that there's skimming going on. And so fast forward, I was at my graduation on the 12th of October, and what happened was he swiped my card twice, just like the last person that did it years ago. And he was like, well, there's an error, on your end with your card. You want to swipe it again? And I said no. I left it alone. But then come to find out he charged me for that food that I didn't never get. And I had to call my bank. But I ended up going to Jack in the Box like minutes later and my card went straight through. I didn't even know till I got back to Seattle and I got a credit. I got a dispute, filed a dispute. Yeah, I had a graduation in Garland, Texas, and I had just got back between 5:30 and 6. Um 5:30 and 6 I went through the drive-through and that's where I engaged with it. It's a Cuban African American male. Correct. If you For future reference, in case somebody else calls and is hip to the skimming problem in America, I'm just trying to bring it to y'all attention that this type of issue happened to me, and I just don't want it to happen to somebody else. So, I'm just doing my best trying to get that point across. Hello, hello. Yes, thank you, sir. Bye. Okay. I'm thinking. I Let me look at my text messages. Where is it at? Oh my God. Okay. Between 12 and 2. Okay. Um, I gotta make up my bed. I have Xfinity coming over today. So I wanna make it up and sit up there and get ready for Xfinity guy coming over. If he don't come over by 2, then I'll go to my appointment at 2:30 for a massage. I was supposed to have my massage around 9 a.m. And yeah, so yeah. But I talked for 10 minutes. If you're just tuning in, um, I had something happen to me. I was scrolling down memory lane with my bills I paid for, my restaurants I went to, and other things. Um, and I found a charge on my card for Grandy's. And that's a Texas bound restaurant that sells chicken and good stuff, man. I was hungry as crap coming back from that graduation. And so I sat up there and I scrolled and I seen $16 and immediately I noticed the charge. I also seen $20 from Frontier Airlines that I had to overpay when they charged me to be there anyway, a whole whopping $79 for the luggage and to be there at the front desk. So I got $20 back and I got $16 back. It may not be a lot, but that's my money, and it does me right to know that I sat up there and uh I did not have him swipe my card the third time because I knew it wasn't nothing wrong with my card. I knew it wasn't nothing wrong with my card. I haven't done no suspicious activities or nothing. And he was like, "Do you want me? Your card says error. Do you want me to swipe it again? I can swipe it again." He basically suggested. He didn't say you want me to swipe it again. He said, "Let me swipe it again." And I said, "No, that's okay." And then he had the straightest face, like he wasn't lying. And this happened to me in Ketchikan, Alaska, where I sat up there and I swiped my card 3 times. And then I was stranded. It got locked, and I had to call American United Federal Credit Union, which I don't have them no more. And it got locked. I was stranded for a couple of hours. Had that been a weekend, I would have been out on the street with the bears and everything. That's Alaska. It was raining heavily on my way out of Alaska. It was raining heavily on my way out of Alaska. I'm gonna call AT&T too because I paid for a month, 2 months in advance. This is what I mean when companies try to take advantage of you and do weird stuff. I paid 2 months in advance. I paid for the the month of September and October. Or maybe I paid for August and September or October. I don't know, but we about to square this away. Cause now they saying to avoid suspension. I'm like, I overpaid y'all. They didn't give me no option. It was like $300. And I'm like, okay, I ain't paying next month. And now they keep asking me for money. And I'm like, what? Wait until next month, you know? But I I just can't believe people try to take advantage of people, man. He knew I was hungry too. I get hungry very fast. And when people see the facial expressions you make when you're hungry, they know that you want food and they know that you'll do anything for food. That's a survival mechanism. So he shouldn't even have swiped it twice. He shouldn't even have swiped it twice. And it showed up on my banking statement. He should have swiped it one time. One time is good enough. When you start keep swiping, I get very suspicious. When I got to renting for the first time, Walmart, they were doing that in the back of the electronics store too. They said, so I got out of that one. They said swipe it 3 times. It usually work after the third time. And I'm like, I'm not gonna keep swiping. I cussed them out. So yeah, man, these are the things we go through, and I don't want nobody else to be taken advantage of and have to go through that when they go out of town or wherever they go, because it's happening nationwide. We didn't have to worry about this back in the day. We didn't have to worry about this back in the day. So this is what it's saying. And I'm about to clean up a little bit. It's nothing much for me to clean up. And they supposed to be bringing me another camera. I have to go downstairs and get the camera before anything weird happens. And I will talk to you guys when I finish with everything.